A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+. English, that's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And we are still looking at things to do during the warm winter months, right? The weather is cooling down. It's the end of the year. It's going to get colder probably as we go through January into February. So this is a good time to think about things that you can do during the winter. Even if the cold weather isn't your favorite, you can still find ways to enjoy it for a few months of the year. So here's our question. What are some ways to stay warm during a cold winter's day?
Never get out of your bed.
Ooh, stay wrapped up in blankets at home.
Sleep in.
Netflix and chill until April. Basically,
yeah. And then you're going to get in trouble, guys.
You will. You'll have to get up. You need to shower. You need to go to school, eat, clean your bathroom, walk the dog. So you can't stay in bed all day. So let's say you got to get up. You got to go out. You got to do something, but it's still cold and you want to warm up.
Eat hot pot.
I like it. Hot pot or a nice bowl of soup.
Soup. What's your favorite winter comfort food or soup?
Comfort food. I like me a good chicken noodle soup. I got to admit it. A good chicken noodle soup is fantastic. They say it can keep you safe from colds too. I don't know about that.
I heard about that.
But I do know it's absolutely delicious. But you're right, hot pot. Winter in Taiwan is my favorite time to have hot pot because it's a lot better than having hot pot in August because that's crazy. But December, January, February, that's totally fine. Hot pot. Wear your favorite sweater. You can get all your nice sweaters out too. That's fun.
Do you wear those ugly Christmas sweaters?
No, but I have some nice sweaters that I like to wear in the winter and because summer it's too hot. What about you guys? What are some of your favorite ways to stay warm? Maybe even things you look forward to with the winter because you can do this, eat this, wear this, play this because it's cold out and that is good because you want to warm up. Have a chat about that. We'll be back with our teaching.
Culture shock!
Warming up when the weather cools down. Warm-up question. What are some ways to stay warm during a cold winter's day?
I need something to warm me up. Oh, it's freezing tonight.
I told you to wear a thicker coat.
Let's get some hot grub to warm our stomachs. Do you want hot pot?
Hot pot sounds lovely.
Without heaters, how do people stay warm in Taiwan during winter?
They wear more clothes. Some people use their AC to heat their homes.
In the UK, we use central heating. Gas bills can get expensive though. A nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate can warm you up too.
A nice hot meal does the job. I feel much better after I drank some hot soup.
British versus
American English.
grub.
Food.
All right, so what's happening today? We're back with Simon and Lucia. Remember yesterday they were kind of commenting, maybe even complaining a little about the cold winter weather and how wet it is in Taiwan.
Damp.
So it's still the same sort of situation, but at least now they're out, they're doing something. What are they doing? Well, we read, later that evening, Simon and Lucia are out looking for dinner. I assume they're looking for a restaurant. They're not like hunting deer in the forest.
No, of course not.
Or gonna shoot a chicken with a bow and arrow. They're out looking for dinner, like they're probably looking for a nice place to eat in the neighborhood. So maybe this is a good time for them to have hot pot. Right. Anyways, Simon begins by saying, I need something to warm me up. It's freezing tonight. He wants an ice cream sundae.
No way.
No, he doesn't want that.
Okay, well, so it's no longer nippy. It's freezing now. Okay. 所以那天晚上稍晚，两个人就在外面觅食哦。Simon 就说：“我需要吃点东西来使身体暖和起来，因为今天 freezing 冷叽叽。” Warm something up 就是使什么东西暖和起来。
Exactly. Well, Lucia's gotta say it. There's a bit of a problem here, and you kind of caused the problem that you have. You're cold, really, Simon? Lucia is thinking, but she just says, I told you to wear a thicker coat. As they were leaving, he's like, I'm wearing my sweater. And she's like, I don't think that's enough. And maybe you want to put something else on. He said, nah, I'll be fine. But he's cold now. So yes, he should have listened to her advice and he should have worn a thicker coat. We could also say a bigger coat.
Okay.
Not necessarily longer, just, bigger, kind of larger size. It'll keep you warmer. A thicker coat, a bigger coat, something like that.
Lucia 说：“哦，我就叫你穿比较厚的外套啊，你就不听这样子的一个意思。” Yeah, but some people are lazy.
People are, and also I find when the weather changes, it takes a second for your brain to change.
I see.
Because you get up and you're like, I've been wearing this for 3 months. And then you go and you're like, oh, suddenly it's winter. I have to wear something different.
That's right.
So you do have to kind of plan and maybe stick your hand out the window on that first cold day of the year and make sure you've got the right stuff on. Anyways, Simon's thinking, well, I don't want to go home and get my thicker coat, but there's something we can do to warm up that doesn't involve that. So what can we do? He says, let's get some hot grub to warm our stomachs. He wants to get some hot grub, grub being a good casual British term for food, some hot food to warm our stomachs. And then he suggests our favorite, do you want hot pot?
I knew it, because it's Taiwan. Okay. 他说我们来吃点热食来暖暖胃啊。然后这里热食，他竟然用一个非常英式的说法，就是 hot grub，就是 food 食物的意思啦。那当然他就提议我跟 Mike 都爱吃的 hot pot 火锅，想不想吃？想不想吃？
And Lucia is totally into it too. We could be a good hot pot team. She says hot pot sounds lovely. It sounds great. Sounds awesome. Sounds fantastic. Yes, I want hot pot. In other words, good. So next we see Simon and Lucia go to eat hot pot.
Nice.
Off they go. And
no
if they,
disagreements.
Nope. And if they live in my neighborhood, there's like 30 hot pot restaurants right around in my
我家
neighborhood.
也是，不知道为什么一直有火锅店。所以火锅听起来很赞，两个人就吃火锅。Actually, my boyfriend just opened a hot pot. You should come.
Oh no, that's what I mean. There's 31 hot pot restaurants in my neighborhood.
这是真的，这是真的，大家来吃哦。
If you'll invite me, I will go.
Okay, I'll invite
only
you.
when it's cold. All right, back to the article. I'm not going in June. But anyway, back to the article. Simon says, without heaters, how do people stay warm in Taiwan during winter? So he's kind of thinking about this. The apartment's cold. We got that little space heater. This is not something that's only cold for like a week. No, it's a few months. So his question is, without houses being made to stay nice and warm, like in England, how do people in Taiwan manage living in this weather? It's a good question.
Yeah, 其实这个可能对阿多啊，他会很好奇说。台湾没有暖气，人们怎么在台湾怎么保暖啊？冬天那么冷 ，stay 在这里呢，就是保持怎么样怎么样。那其实它有很多意思哦，像是它有留下来、停留，像是如果老师跟你这样说，你可能今天不乖哦。You need to stay after school today. OK， 那当然我刚刚说它有保持的意思啊，像是 the shops stay open until 10 o'clock， 它开到10点哦，都是 open， 都是有营业的哦。那 stay 还有短暂住在一个地方 you can stay in a hotel.
Yeah, so how do people in Taiwan adjust to the cold weather? If they can't have a nice warm home, what do they do instead? Well, Lucia has a good point here. She says they wear more clothes.
That's true.
It is true. And people will often wear a jacket at home, which would feel weird, I think, for foreign people, because your home should be warm enough to be comfortable in. But yes, some people here will wear more clothes. And then she also says some people use their AC to heat their homes.
My parents.
Oh, it's one of the special ACs that also has a heater.
Yeah, it has a heater as
because
well.
if it's just doing AC cooling stuff,
You get colder.
that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, some of the new ones, it can blow hot air and cold air depending on the season, which is great.
I think it's great for older people. Okay,
sure.
所以台湾的人会怎么样？当然，你们应该知道，我们会穿更多的衣服。那有些人他们可能就用他们的 AC， 家里就会安装这个 air conditioning， 是有空调系统的意思。但是它其实也会切换成暖气啦，才使他们家里可以温度变比较热哦。
Now Simon's thinking, yes, well in England, in the UK where he's from, they have houses designed to be warm, and this is the system he describes. He says in the UK we use central heating. That's the system you would have. I think some new apartments in Taiwan might have central air conditioning.
Yeah,
right?
they
Not
do.
a machine in each room, just one big control.
And companies too,
and
right?
It blows it to all the different rooms through pipes. Well, it's kind of like that. In the bottom of your house, you might have a big heater. It might be about the size of a refrigerator, and it burns oil or gas, and then it carries hot water around your house through the walls and maybe in the floor to keep it nice and warm. So that's lovely, but in the winter it's lovely. But as Simon also says, gas bills can get expensive though. You're paying for the gas that you're burning. So in Taiwan, I think your electricity bills would be highest in the summer.
For the AC.
Because the AC, whereas in the UK, it's the opposite. Your gas bills will be highest in the winter because you're heating your home. But in the summer, you probably won't use much because you might just have a fan on or something. So it's kind of the same, but kind of the opposite because, of course, the winter there is so difficult.
Is it the same in Canada? The gas bills can get very expensive too?
Absolutely. They do go up. Yes.
OK， 所以在英国我们来认识一下，他们会用一个东西叫做 central heating， 也就是中央暖气系统哦。不过呢，它好处当然是可以比较温暖，但是这个提出一个问题，就是 Coco 煤气费 gas bills 会非常贵。
That's right. When your gas bills go up, or maybe you're like a poor student in college, you don't have a lot of extra money to pay for gas bills or electricity bills. There are other things you can do.
Like what?
Put on more clothes, as they mentioned. Or here's a great one, a nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate can warm you up too. If you're at home, you got your sweater on, you're in your favorite chair with a blanket on you, grab that hot cup of hot chocolate or cocoa or tea, and in about 20 minutes, you'll probably be taking off the blanket because you're like, oh, I'm so warm. Because it warms you up on the inside.
Oh, do you guys use hand warmers in Western countries?
People do.
Really?
People do.
Okay, it's a thing. 因为我刚刚是问说外国人会不会用
Or
暖
a
暖
hot
包
water bottle.
Oh, that actually works.
Those
I've done
do
that
work
before.
very well. Yes.
对，热水瓶. And also, I would add marshmallows in my hot chocolate.
I don't know if that warms you up,
No,
but it tastes
it's just good. 所以一杯好喝的热茶或者是热巧克力，也会让身体暖和起来哟。
All right, Lucia's got another great idea. A nice hot meal does the job. Absolutely. Make yourself a nice hot bowl of soup or stew. Skip that cold salad or the sandwich from the fridge. Have a nice hot meal. She says, I feel much better after I drank some hot soup. You can drink hot soup, but we also would say after I had or ate some hot soup too.
Okay.
Because you're not always drinking the soup, you're eating the soup too.
Especially the chicken noodle.
Chicken noodle, that's
Yeah,
right.
OK. 所以他说好的热食也非常赞哦 ，do the job。其实本身有起作用的意思，他意思就是说也会让他身体很暖和，因为他喝了热汤之后，哇，就会感觉非常棒、非常好的感觉哦。
All right, we mentioned having some soup, drinking some hot chocolate, drinking some hot tea.
Yep.
Of course, is the next on the list. Simon is an Englishman, so of course we see a picture of him sipping a hot cup of tea. English people do drink hot chocolate and coffee,
okay.
but of course tea is one of their favorites.
And now I'm going to share something else with everyone.
I will go start making the hot pot.
And some tea, please.
Okay.
今天 Laura 要继续来跟大家分享关于冷天气，像是你们天气冷的时候，早上起床可能会浮出的一些念头，像是我冷到不想起床，我想要再眯一下，还有刚刚闹钟有响吗？这些英文都要怎么说？相信大家遇到冷气团来的时候，又要上课，天气可能冷到不想下床，这时候你就可能会这么说啦，心中的 OS 或是大声说出来 It's so freezing that I can't get out of bed。 那喜欢赖床的人想必对这句话很有感，就是刚刚闹钟有响吗？ Did my alarm go off? 或是你可能发现你睡过头，或是时间好像有点晚。什么？已经8点了 ？What? It's 8 already? 我以为我才眯2分钟而已哦。I thought I only catnapped or snoozed for 2 minutes. 其中刚刚提到的 catnap 超可愛，就是眯一下。因为听说猫咪很喜欢打瞌睡，就是打盹的意思。而 snooze S-N-O-O-Z-E 这个字同样也有小睡的意思，所以我们常在闹钟上是不是有看到 snooze button， 就是懒人或是贪睡按钮这样的意思哦。那天气冷最容易发生什么事情？没错，就是睡过头。你可能就会这么说啦 ：“Oh my God, I can't believe I overslept。”那天气冷，一定少不了要怎么样？出门的时候要包紧紧，穿暖暖。英文我们刚好可以用这句话来表示，就是 bundle up。bundle 其实有一捆束在一起的意思，所以如果你要叫别人多穿一点，就可以说 bundle up。OK， 是不是很实用？那当然呢，冬天少不了要吃好吃的美食。What's your favorite winter comfort food？ 这时候就是在问别人说，你们冬天吃什么会有一种幸福感、很有满足感的东西呢？像是不是有可能是以下的事情 ？Is it ginger duck hot pot？ 是姜母鸭吗？还是 sesame oil chicken soup？ 这都是很台湾常见的哦。猜到是什么了吗？麻油鸡。还是你们喜欢吃这个羊肉炉？你们知道英文要怎么说吗？就是 mutton hot pot。Mutton, M-U-T-T-O-N 就是羊肉，还是麻辣锅 Spicy Hot Pot？ 不行，我这样越讲越饿，一定要来转移注意力，来学一下我们今天学到的 Word Power Words。像是我们一直不断提到的 freezing 这个形容词，就是非常非常冷，极冷的。举例来说 ，My hands are freezing in this cold weather. I need gloves. 我的雙手在寒冷的天氣要凍僵了，我需要手套。當然，一定要穿什麼呢？大衣的英文就是 coat, and it's a noun， 它是個名詞。For example, in winter, I wear a warm coat, a hat, and a scarf. 在冬天，我會穿保暖的大衣、戴帽子和圍巾。再來就是 stomach 這個字，就是肚子或是胃哦，它是個名詞。你们有这样子那么饿过吗？我现在好像真的，这几个例句是真的。I'm so hungry that I can hear my stomach growling or rumbling 是什么呢？就是我饿到可以听到我肚子开始咕噜咕噜叫。来看一下课文例句 ：I ate something bad and now my stomach hurts。我吃到坏掉的东西，所以现在我的肚子在痛哦。最后我们看到的是 heat 这个动词，就是使什么东西变热。For example, can you heat the soup for me? 可以帮我把汤加热。Or Tom put the dish in the oven to heat it for dinner. Tom 将菜肴放进烤箱加热，当做晚餐哦。好啦，今天学到很多。Let's now go to today's magic box.
Magic
Box。Hello， 大家好，我是艾赛。天气就变冷了，大家要好好就是做好保暖哦。其实我呢，就是在冬天的时候呢，我每一天早上其实都蛮喜欢喝一杯热咖啡呢，就是来提提神，跟暖暖身子。In winter, I like to drink hot coffee every morning because it can warm me up. 不知道大家会怎么样去保暖呢？像是戴围巾，还是手套、电暖炉呢，或者是暖暖包，好像就是都不错的选择。好啦，那在刚刚前面的那个例句里面有提到，就是要教给大家今天的第一个 magic box， 就是 warm somebody or warm something up， 表示的意思呢，就是使点点点暖和起来这样的意思啦。所以在前面所提到的那个例句呢 ，In winter, I like to drink hot coffee every morning because it can warm me up。指的意思呢，就是喝咖啡可以让我暖和我的身子。那其实如果呢，今天这个 warm up， 的使用呢，跟运动相关的话，其实它指的意思呢，就是暖身哦。比方说，我们来造一个例句 ：We need to warm up before exercising, because it can prevent us from getting hurt。运动前的这个暖身呢，可以帮助我们免于受伤哦。再来，今天的这个第二个 Magic Box 要来介绍给大家，就是 stay 的这样的一个不同的字义哦。像在今天的这个课文里面提到呢 ，Without heaters, how do people stay warm in Taiwan during winter？ 没有暖炉的话呢，大家是怎么样在台湾就是在这个冬天去做保暖呢？那这边的这个动词这个 stay 表示的意思就是保持。那我们后面呢，其实可以加上一个形容词哦，比方像是呢 ，This restaurant stays open until 10 p.m. today。这间餐厅呢，就是开店到今天晚上10点哦。那当然 stay 呢，我们也可以把它用来表示有留下或者是停留这样的一个意思哦。比方像是呢 ，It was raining outside, so we chose to stay at home。因为外面在下雨嘛，所以呢，就是我们决定待在家里。好啦，那今天的这个 Magic Box 就到这边啦，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Review time.
All right, everyone, we're going to do a little review of our new words for today. There were 4 of them, as usual: freezing, coat, stomach, and heat. Are you ready to do some filling in of blanks?
Okay, but don't make it too difficult.
That need to be difficult. There's 4 words.
But sometimes you make it so hard.
Well,
you have
that's
2
to make
words.
it fun. That's the fun part.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
How?
It was a dark and blank night.
It was a dark and freezing night.
As I walked home, I could hear my blank grumbling.
当然是肚子咕噜咕噜叫 stomach.
Yes, I pulled my blank closer around my body.
我当然是要拉紧大衣 coat.
And I headed into the blank of the nearest hot pot restaurant. Oh, I headed into the hot pot restaurant to blank up my body.
To heat up.
There you
body.
go, to heat up or headed into the heat. Of course, you can also use heat as a noun of the hot pot restaurant or the hot pot restaurant. And the soup heated up my body, warmed up my body, and then I was happy.
Yay!
And then when I woke up, it was April. And the weather was nice. This is a dream. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're going to see you in the future. But until then, stay warm. Be cool by staying warm. Bye.
Culture shock.
Warming up when the weather cools down. Warm-up question. What are some ways to stay warm during a cold winter's day?
I need something to warm me up. Oh, it's freezing tonight.
I told you to wear a thicker coat.
Let's get some hot grub to warm our stomachs. Do you want hot pot?
Hot pot sounds lovely.
Without heaters, how do people stay warm in Taiwan during winter?
They wear more clothes. Some people use their AC to heat their homes.
In the UK, we use central heating. Gas bills can get expensive though. A nice hot cup of tea or hot chocolate can warm you up too.
A nice hot meal does the job. I feel much better after I drink some hot soup.
British versus
American English.
grub.
Food. Word power.
Freezing. Freezing. My hands are freezing in this cold weather. I need gloves. My hands are freezing in this cold weather. I need gloves. Coat. Coat. In winter, I wear a warm coat, a hat, and a scarf. In winter, I wear a warm coat, a hat, and a scarf. Stomach. Stomach. I ate something bad, and now my stomach hurts. I ate something bad, and now my stomach hurts. Heat. Heat. Tom put the dish in the oven to heat it for dinner. Tom put the dish in the oven to heat it for dinner.
认识字汇
Hot pot. Hot pot. AC. Air conditioning. AC. Air conditioning.